Hey, welcome to my channel. This is TEEMSTIR My Thrifting Life. Today I'm doing a little bit different video. I'm doing a tiered tray collab with My Blessed Nest. Carol and My Blessed Nest put out this call for doing a collab. And I was like, tiered tray. And I knew I had a tiered tray. But of course, you know, I kept thinking, I was like, what can I do? And of course, I always believe in more is more. So I made 3 tiered trays. This is the first one. I'll insert a video in here which shows how I kind of started. But this one has these felted birds that I got at IKEA from Christmas. A few months ago, I bought it early on in Christmas. They sold out really quick because they're really cute. This tiered tray you'll see is separate, and this is the one I had originally, and then I bought this one this year at the dollar spot at Target and flipped it upside down. And this greenery is just setting in there, and those moss balls, and that's just from the Dollar Tree. Very simple. So let me show you how it started. And so I had parts of a tiered tray, and then I was like, because I always believe more is more. Like, I was like, well, can I just do it? You know, obviously a 2-tiered tray, but I'm like, look at how small that is. So as I was shopping, different things or going through my house, I was like, So this is, you know, from the dollar spot at Target. $5 at the dollar spot. So, and so I had different configurations what I was doing, but I thought, well, why don't I turn this upside down, glue that, I like it, and then I've had this plastic thing from the dollar store forever. This one is also from the dollar spot. So these two I just recently bought. This one I think I probably got, it's sort of similar but different. This I've had for a couple of years, but it's probably from Target also. And this is from, I think, the dollar store, believe. So this is like, you know, some sort of metal. So I was like, why don't I, and then I was at the dollar store yesterday and I saw this like thrown on the floor. And I was like, what is that? That could be, because, you know, it's similar to the scallop edge on here. So I searched over the whole store. Well, it's a cover to like a plastic cookie tin or whatever, plastic tin. So I bought it. So then, and I can't tell you how many configurations I've had of this, but because this somehow gets really low, but this, and then, like I said, I've had this, and then I was like, oh, maybe that's it. Even though I think tiered trays are, well, tiered trays could be anything, but I think they're supposed to be more like this. So here's my idea, what I was gonna do. And as I was starting to film this morning, I was like, well, this is like I could do it DIY. And then I was like, well, it's sort of like a idiot DIY because all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these together. This, I'm just gonna leave this bright red color. This, because, you know, it's plastic, and this is plastic. I thought I would spray it. So I looked at what spray paint I had. Because in the moment I was thinking like maybe black, flat black or something. But I have a flat, deep colonial red, so I was thinking that too. So we'll see what it turns out to be. But this is like an DIY, like an idiot DIY, because that's all I'm doing, is just gluing and spray painting. Well, I'm just gluing this one and spray painting this and gluing it. So this is on a turntable and it's going around. This one is really simple to do because there wasn't much things. Like I said, the foliage is all from 99-cent store in the Dollar Tree, and the birds were from IKEA. And there it is all the way around. So the second one that I showed that was red and had the Believe metal plate from the Dollar Tree, that I did all glue together. I did decide to paint it flat black instead of the red. And ta-da! So it definitely goes with my theory of more is more. It sort of, to me, looks like a Rose Parade float. But as you can see, this was that cover from Dollar Tree. This was the tiered tray turned upside down, the other tiered tray, and this was that Believe silver plate. So I glued it together, and then there's two different wreaths from the Dollar Tree that I cut open just so I could stick different foliage in it. These houses were from the Dollar Spot at Target. I believe they were $1 because I always I just like to buy dollar stuff at the Dollar Spot, but sometimes I buy the $5 things. These mushrooms were at Michael's end of the year, 70% off. I guess they're from Christmas. I don't know. Christmas mushrooms, but they're red and white, which I like. So those are in there. The Dollar Spot things, these flowers, which these are, I just love these ones that I got. These are all from the 99-cent store. Oh, and like I said, they're very fluid and flexible. And all the houses are from the Target, Dollar Spot. And then, of course, I had to add a few shirtless wrestlers in there. So that's the second one I did. The third one I did was all from things I had, and I'll show you that. I put it on a turntable. How about that? So as you can see, it's all sides. You have another wrestler there. Like I said, I love moss. I love these moss balls. Those are from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, it's just other foliage stuck in there. So that is that one out of threes. This was the third tiered tray I made. This 2-tier sort of chicken wire metal thing I've had, I don't know, maybe I bought it at Goodwill a couple years ago. And then this wooden pedestal, cake pedestal, I've had for a couple years too. I'm sure it's from Marshall's, Ross, or something like that. And so I decided to put those two together. This is my mini basket collection that I've had ongoing for the last few years, and whenever I see a mini basket somewhere, I buy it. And so I took all the mini baskets, and then these are just cuttings from my yard, because I have a lot of succulents in my yard. And of course, these are air plants that are just there with clothespins. So this was the simplest, and I almost think one of the most beautiful ones, just so natural. And is it tipping a little bit? Whoa. Anyway, so like I said, I got to show off my mini baskets, which are usually just on this little table thing I have, a couple shelf table thing. I probably have, I don't know, twice as many as these that I didn't use. Some are a little bit larger, but I want to use the really small ones. So I really love that because I love succulents. And this is the 360. So I want to thank Carol at Blessed Nest. You'll see all the information below. Everybody that is, participated. There'll be a playlist that you can see. And it's been really fun. I love to have a challenge, and I'm open to any challenges and collabs that are out there because that gets my mind working. And a lot of stuff is things I have. If I can't get it at the thrift store, and that's why it's My Thrifting Life, then it could be My Dollar Life because I love a dollar store also. A 99-cent store, a Dollar Tree, or a Dollar Spot. But the sign of the times, the things at the dollar, Dollar Tree is still very consistent dollar, nothing over $1. Some of the other dollar stores, you gotta look at the price a couple of different times to see that it's still $1. And as you can see, I'm wearing a hat. My New Year's resolution is wear more hats. So this is Teamster at My Thrifting Life. Thank you for a great year, and 2021 is going to be a great year too. Hopefully a little less challenging than last year, and that's why I picked an easy resolution: wear more hats. And so thank you. I think I'm up to 42 subscribers, so let's get going on that. So like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Believe me that there's a lot of stuff out there because more is more. And if you think you have enough, no, you can get more.